The Oscar-winning movie Dances with Wolves showed the plight and lives of Native Americans in the 1800s.
15-year-old Jonathan Kesey from Bellevue, Washington, wanted to know what life is like on an Indian reservation.
On today's What I Want to See, we arranged for Jonathan to spend a day at Warm Springs Indian Reservation in Warm Springs, Oregon.
Warm Springs is considered one of the most progressive reservations in the country, and Jonathan got to visit during their traditional Treaty Days festival. Watch.
This is Warm Springs Indian Reservation in Oregon, one of 300 federal Indian reservations in the country. Half of Warm Springs' 644,000 acres are timberland. 99% of its population is Native American. When 15-year-old Jonathan Kesey told us he wanted to find out some more about this culture, we decided the yearly Treaty Days Festival would be a good time to learn about a culture rich in dance, music, art, and storytelling.
I've always wanted to visit an Indian reservation because I've always been fascinated by their ways and the culture in which they live in.
Jonathan's hosts for the day are tribe members Mary Ann Mianis and her grandson Chris. Native Americans like Chris and Mary Ann have always had a high regard for the environment. Here at Warm Springs, they combine that respect with a higher quality of life than on many reservations. They have good houses, schools, community centers, and the necessities. Jonathan learned what makes this reservation successful is its industry. Other reservations aren't as fortunate.
Well, Jonathan, here we are at our sawmill that was established to provide jobs for our Indian people.
After showing Jonathan the industries that make the reservation successful by providing jobs, Mary Ann and Chris took him to the first event of the day, the parade.
At the parade, everybody was smiling a lot, especially Mary Ann. She was really getting into it. It was neat to see all the kids go by.
Then Jonathan got to see some model teepees set up for visitors who want to experience what life used to be like.
A lot of people rent these places, these teepees, to find out what it's like to be living Indian style, see how it is in the great outdoors.
Next, Chris got ready for the Treaty Days Festival by putting on his handmade ceremonial dress, still used for special festivals like this one. Then they took a break to talk about some serious issues. Torn between two cultures and unemployment, Indian youth face higher rates of suicide, alcohol, and drug abuse.
Are you concerned about drug abuse or alcohol abuse among yourself and your friends?
Well, the alcohol and everything else is so available, and most of the suicides are alcohol and drug related.
Is your reservation doing anything about it?
Yeah, we have drug and alcohol centers and trying to solve that problem of alcohol and drug abuse because we don't want it around here.
Do you think people today still have misconceptions about Indians and life on a reservation?
Well, I could tell you that we're not what they make us in TVs, you know, bows and arrows and war paint, screaming, chasing a wagon. That's not what we were, and we were never like that. We're old-fashioned, the fashion's still there, and we're just Indians.
After their talk, Chris had a lot more in store for his new friend. It was time to learn some traditional dances and for Jonathan to participate in the Treaty Days Festival.
Today I got open to a culture that I'd never seen before. I would like people to know and understand about the Indian culture that they are very sweet and caring people. They want the best for themselves, the best for their families. They're just like anybody else.
Thanks, Jonathan, for that important piece.
Yeah, we need to remember that Native Americans aren't just a part of the history of the United States, but they're also a part of its present.
If there's something you'd like to be or see, just write us at What I Want to Be or See, Mickey Mouse Club, Disney MGM Studios, P.O. Box 10200, Lake Buena Vista, Florida, 32830. Be sure to include your name, address, and telephone number.
Now let's check in with the party and see what's up.